imagesbyferrari.com. Go there and then go to Actors Reporter and click on the Actors Discount link, because if you're an actor and you're not making any money, you need that discount. We all need discounts. I get the Actors Discount, Senior Discount, Bald Man Discount, and All Around Good Guy Discount. So they end up paying me. But go to Actors Reporter and click on the Actors Discount link. It's very important that you do that. Okay, we're back. We have some pictures to run on here, some stuff you've done. We were talking about Law and Order.
Oh, yes. Actually, I work in Law and Orders for so many seasons and episodes, and just doing some feature and standing in work, and for a long time. And one time, and that's like 2 years.
That's your best headshot, right?
Yes, yes. And as a director from the Law and Order, and
right.
I always on time, and he's at that, and one day he took the shot, snapshot with me.
Sure.
And said,
that's the fun stuff, right? That's the fun stuff to keep. All that little candid stuff. So the Law and Order, the series, right?
Yes.
Well, there's 3 of them.
Yes, SVU, and also I'll let you know too.
Yeah, SVU is like one of my favorites. It's just a good show.
SVU, yes.
Did you work at Marissa Hargitay?
Yes. Most of the time is the SVU, yes.
Well, I know her by the way of Joe Gold, who actually owned Gold's Gym. That's her godfather, and then her father, Mickey, was one of the bodybuilders that we trained with back in the 60s. Oh. So there's a long history with her. She's a very, very nice lady.
She's really nice.
Oh,
yes,
she's a sweetheart.
Sweet, yeah.
And a very good actress on top of that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Pan Am.
Pan Am. Wow.
That was the series, right?
Yes.
And you worked on that?
Yes.
With all those gorgeous stewardesses.
Yes. We were working in supposedly in Indonesia? Somewhere? Yes. Yeah, that's it, right.
Is that Pan Am?
Yeah, that was set in Brooklyn actually, but it took place in Indonesia.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You've done so many shows. Now, all these shows, did you get through your agent?
Actually, sometimes some for myself. Yeah, I was freelance for a while.
Have you noticed that agents in this business, they can only do so much?
Yes, because a lot of talents, they have managing a lot of talents. That's why sometimes they forget to send you out. And
yes.
And that's why in New York, that's why in New York City it's good that we allowed to do freelance sometimes. So I do freelance, in period of time. That's why I got myself a lot of gigs, and because I believe I need to work, as much as I can.
Sure,
so
absolutely.
To get the experience and to be out there, and
Well, it's like here. What's this? Prime.
Prime. That's almost my first movie that I shot, and that's how I found that I really love acting, and that's and it's fun.
Is that from that?
Yes.
Gee, you look so much different with long hair. I mean, it's a good look.
And younger.
Yeah. Jason Statham in Safe.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Oh my God, yes. I worked 5 days in that movie. It was awesome.
He is an awesome guy.
Yeah. He's an awesome guy. And the director's nice too. And I have a few days acting scenes and reactions. So the director threw stand up for me. So it's really good. It's fun to work in action movies,
Action movies are the best. They're the best. And when you put them together, it's a little work, and then when you finally see it all together, it's really nice. Now this is Sony.
Sony 3D commercial.
Tell me about that.
That's with Justin Timberlake and Manning Payne.
Yeah.
Yes, and supposed to have to work 3 or 4 days in a TV commercial, but ends up I only work 1 day because my schedule's conflicts with other projects.
Oh, so you only got the 1 day on the thing?
Yes.
Was it a 3-day shoot?
Yeah, supposedly 4 days.
All right, now I see you go out with blondes.
I love blondes.
Yes, you do. And what's this from?
Oh, that's from, starting in LA. It's just really recent, yeah.
You got so many nice shots on yourself. But you're saying, we were talking about agents. Agents can only do so much, and everybody says, oh, you have an agent. Sure, you have an agent. And then I call my agent and say, look, I want to go on this and this. It's things I've heard about. And then they'll send me, but sometimes they don't hear about it. But the longer you are in the business, the more you get to know casting people, the more you get to know people who do print, and then you can almost make the contacts yourself, and they'll keep you in mind. If you keep them in the loop, you email them, you Facebook them, whatever, and let them know you're still around, they end up calling you all the time. Because it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Oh yes.
Do you notice that?
Yes. Yeah. Just like I said, the more you work, the people know you and they know how good you are. So they know you're professional, then they keep calling you.
They keep calling you.
Yes.
And then the agent just collects their fee for doing nothing. But that's how it happens. Daytime Chronicles.
Yes, and that is the upcoming project that I will, shooting in that they call Daytime Chronicles, and will be shooting in April 2013 starting.
And what's that about?
It's series is about it's confidential right now.
Oh, it is? We can't say? Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't going to go down that road, but you'll tell me later.
Yes, you will see it.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay, well, I'll look forward to that. You said you had a stunt double, but yet you do stunts too.
Yes. I done it once, but that's not really I want to focus on.
No, I know that. I know that. I mean, I've done a lot of stunts myself, and then sometimes the stunt is just being a bad guy. I don't know why they always cast me as a bad guy. This face should be like the romantic lead.
Romantic lead.
I'm telling you, that's where I'm at now. And I told when I was married, I told my wife, I said I want to be a romantic lead. She says the best you'll get is be the rapist. So I guess I have to settle for that. But doing stunts, because of my wrestling background, I got called out a lot to do stuff like jumping off trains and things like that. But I didn't want to be known as a stuntman, because just a stuntman, then you're always a stuntman, right?
Yes, I think, yes.
So I took it to different levels so that I wouldn't have to be categorized in one thing. And I think we have another question.
Jian, what do you like best? Commercials, TV, or film?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Oh,
what
yes,
do you
it
prefer,
is.
commercials, TV, or film? You got 3 different options there.
I love TV commercial, and also I love films, the movies.
Right.
Yeah, action movies, action films is good, and TV is good too.
Okay, now you just said you like all 3.
Yeah, but TV sometimes a lot of work.
Well, here's the thing. You can, you like to work, I understand that. And if you get the good role, you even like that. If you get a role you don't like, then it's drudgery. But if you do a commercial, you can shoot it in 1 or 2 days.
Yes.
And you can collect the royalties for the rest of the year, or next 2 years, 3 years, however long you run it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Your job is done, and it pays forever, or for a long time.
Yes, and that's why you need experience for that.
Exactly. We have another question.
Yes, so what do you like best between modeling or acting?
Oh, here's another question. What do you like best between modeling and acting, although they're kind of both the same?
That is really kind of same, but it's also different. Model, you just pose to look good, and and show the clothes and the products, show the products. But in the movies, and you have to actually speak, and you have to like emotion and all that. That's a lot of work for as an actor. So it's more challenging.
I understand that, but modeling itself and posing and getting the right pose and knowing your best look takes time.
Yes.
It's not something you just stand there and you've got to have expression. Feelings come from within to give you the attitude, because the photograph will project your attitude.
Yes.
If you're blank, you're not going to have the attitude for the shot that you want. Now when you take it into acting on film, you have the attitude, but then it's going to come through with dialogue.
Yes.
And
yes, it is.
There's so many ways. If you get a line, maybe it's only 3 words, and 3 words in dialogue is harder than a paragraph, because those 3 words have to really mean something, and you can say it like 10 different ways, right?
Yes.
And so you might have 10 different ways, and still none of them are right. Now, cut. You got to do it again. Do it this way now. Do it this way now. This is.
That is an interview from UK for one of the editor. His name's Matt, and for the Men in Black interview.
Yes.
So it's good.
God, you got great shots.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of James Hong. Did you work with him?
James Hong.
Yeah. He was one of your.
That's Jim.
Oh.
He's like the man that you see everywhere.
Oh, really? Maybe one day.
Yeah, tons of jobs.
You never know.
We have another question.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have any like audition hints or audition tips when you're going out for these roles?
Oh, this is a really good question. Do you have any audition tips when somebody goes out for a role as an actor or as a model? What would you tell them to do in the audition that they can get the job, or at least try to get the job best?
Preparation, research is the privilege. Yeah. And be confident, and knowing your roles and knowing what you're doing, and treat it as a professional. And every time when you go in an audition, stay in character. So
right.
Yeah.
For modeling, it's a little bit different.
Modeling, it's a little simpler because you just take pictures, but just knowing always like do research in what you're doing and what kind of modeling work it is, and knowing like if it's high fashion, you gotta dress the part as a model. If a commercial, you're gonna be dressed commercial, and you have to be like funny and approaching, ease approaching,
The confidence is key.
Yes, it is.
We have another question.
So one says, what should I have on my Z card? And the other chatter says, what's a Z card?
That's a good question too.
What is it?
There are things called Z cards. They're not composites and they're not headshots, but they're a Z card, which you know, right?
It's like a postcard?
You don't know.
I don't know.
You got it. Well, you got to have one. Yeah, it's like a postcard. It's a Z
Yeah,
card.
like a postcard, right?
Yeah, it's like a postcard. It has your shot in the front, and you have maybe 3 shots on the back.
Yes,
Okay.
and you send it to the agents and greeting to the casting directors. and
Exactly.
stuff.
That's your calling card. That's what you use instead of an 8x10 headshot. It's a Z card, and every modeling agency has them. They're usually in color, and they have different varieties of looks that you have, right?
Yes.
You have the look as maybe a guy in a leather jacket, maybe a guy in a swim trunk, you know, maybe a guy laying on the lawn. Then you have the headshot where you look like me. So that's a real stretch to do that one.
So
And then
here's a sample
that's a
Z card.
sample Z card
Oh.
right there. That's when I had
I
hair.
thought we call it as a compound.
Look how sexy I am there.
I mean,
And-
we call it as a compound.
A
Composite.
comp card, yeah.
Yeah,
Comp
comp card,
card,
same thing.
That's it.
Because I mean, as a model, you basically you need it.
Okay, yes, you have to
Everywhere
have
you go,
it.
you have to have it, and that's a part of that's like representing you. That's who you are. So yeah, that's so people how you look like on camera. So
Exactly. They want to
it's
see
important.
exactly
Here's
what you.
another sample.
That's
of
when
comp card.
Yes.
That's when I had dark hair. And
and that's a commercial you see that has
Right.
happy and smile,
yeah,
confidence.
happy confidence, happy smile
Yes.
for like people can identify with you on camera. They see that smile
Yes.
and they just want to say, "Oh, look how nice that person is," right? And some of your shots are like this, right?
Yeah,
You get
so
that
this-
look. That's the other look. So you got to have a variety of looks so people know that you have a range from A to Z.
Yes.
And that's not plan A, B, and C. That's a range
Yep.
from A to Z. So that's what sells you. And like you said, when you go in and if you have confidence, people feed off your confidence and off your aura and what you have, your energy. And if you go in with the energy to an audition and you show the confidence and you show that you can do the role, you got a good shot at getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you got this one today just because you're a good-looking guy and you're confident. And I requested you. Yes.
The chatter wants to know, what kind of role would you like to have, Jian?
John, what kind of role would you like to have?
Wow.
If you had your choice of any role, I know you like action.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you could do your own film or your own TV show and you could play a character and you could pick the role that you wanted, what would you want to be?
I think it's romance movie.
Romans?
Yeah.
Romance?
Yeah, romance.
Oh, I
movie,
thought you
yes.
said like Romans and countrymen. Yeah, I said, oh, why a Roman? You want to be a Roman?
romance movie.
A romance movie?
Yes.
You want to be the romantic lead?
Yes. Yeah, because I've done a lot of like action kind of, it's fun working on action movies.
Yeah.
Romance is cool too.
Yes, but romantic lead
Okay.
has a different type of action.
Oh.
That's a little bit more work too, you know? And you got to have a partner that's ready for the action. We have another chatter question.
Yes, it says, what are you shooting now?
What are you shooting now? You're shooting Actor Z.
Exactly, actors E right
Are you
now.
doing anything this week?
Yeah, this week I got a couple of auditions coming up. So, and also like I said, that clinical, daytime clinical sitting in April, so it's lighting up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
and-
keep busy every week? Do you have auditions weekly? I mean, like,
Oh yes.
because you know how things go up and down.
Yes.
You know, I haven't had an audition in 3 years. I don't know why. But no,
Really?
it's just like you get weeks where you have 4 or 5 in a week, and then you'll have weeks where you don't have anything for like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, it's just like the business is. At least here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, sometimes it's because of it is the high season and low season, and depends on every single one of you. I mean, if you have
Right.
a lot of experience, you go out more, and
Right.
it also depends on your luck too. So
Yes, definitely depends on your look.
yeah, but always they have an up and down, so you gotta know how to manage it. So
Right.
yeah.
So you manage your time. You're
Yeah.
watching Actors E on ActorsEntertainment.com. Also a show on Actors Entertainment is Tinsel on the Town. Here's Danica Quinn to tell us all about it, and we'll be right back with Actors E Chat after this message.